Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you another live league game of the day. Today we are on Bohemian Skies. This is a base light matchup in Fog of War with double airport and double comm tower and double labs. So, interesting dynamic to the map here. Folks, you are going to need a transport copter in order to acquire the labs in the corners, as there are no ports on this map. So there's no naval combat. This is strictly air and land. That's it, folks. And we have Husky91NJ and Truniht today for the matchup. Now, these are two highly rated players. I know Husky is definitely well over 1,400 in the normal global league. Truniht not far behind indeed, so these guys are fairly evenly matched. Now, this is a live league, once again, so anything goes in live league, folks. That's what I love about it. You can see some wild, wacky stuff, and I know that's why you all stick around to watch it as well. Alrighty, folks. So we have Max and Olaf today. Max will get a day-to-day bonus of plus 20% firepower to all his direct combat units. He will lose 1 range for all of his indirect units, including 10% firepower as well. Now, his max force will give him plus 1 movement for his direct combat units and increase his firepower and max blast, plus 2 movement, and further increase that firepower. Now, he can be incredibly powerful. But he's facing Olaf today. So Olaf, as a day-to-day ability, has nothing except he is unaffected by snow. His normal co-power Blizzard will make it snow. And his super co-power Winter Fury will make it snow. And do 2 damage globally. Which is why everybody picks Olaf, to be completely honest. He is the safe pick. He's the easy pick. You know, Olaf, C button, press button, win. That is how you play Olaf. Now, Max, on the other hand, you know, he requires a little bit more thought. You have to set up your moves. You have to really crush Olaf before he's able to use his super co-powers. So, very interested to see how this one is going to go down, folks. So, stick around and let's check it out together. So, without further ado, let's go. Day 1. We are going to face the direction the other way. Now, let's make sure these guys are facing left. Okay. Day 1, 2, and 3, we have our standard infantry builds, because you got to get the infantry on the field, folks. #1 priority in Advanced Wars by Web, and I think both players are doing the correct order of captures at the moment here, too. So we go for this cap, we go for the airport, we send them forward. That's easy peasy. Same thing with Husky over here, doing the exact same process. Nothing out of the ordinary there. And this actually, doing it this way, acquires you this airport next as well. And this is the one thing that's super scary about this map, is it is going to be a very heavy air battle. So I would favor Max for the air battle, at least on the day-to-day, and leading up to the co-power. Once the co-power hits, Max's air units are going to be insanely crippled by the like negative 50% movement in snow. So that is going to be pretty difficult. So it's going to be really up to Max to just do a lot of damage quickly in order to stay afloat here. But Husky, I've played Husky before, and he's a very good player. You know, he can do a lot of damage very quick. Alright, so both players have acquired their transport copter. They are going for... Well, actually, Truniht is not going for his comm tower first. Now, I do think it is more worthwhile to go for the 2 cities in the corner here first, because obviously income is far more important. But you do want to acquire the comm tower eventually, that is for sure. Now, it's sort of, I'm not sure if it's really worthwhile to invest in another transport copter to get a little bit quicker, but I would say probably not, because you don't really want to be investing that much funds into a transport copter this early. I could be wrong, but I don't think you want to. And essentially, you're just losing 1 day. So, like, this guy would load up, he would drop off, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, he would just get down there, like, eventually. Like, you're only missing out on, like, a day. And you want to get the recons out pretty quickly, too. So, yeah. Both players are doing that. Nobody's going for the comm tower first. Although, I will say that if Husky acquires his double comm tower That is 140% firepower max. That's stronger than Grim direct combat units without the penalty of defense negation. So he could be very, very tough. Even if he gets the comm tower normally, that is basically Grim units for direct combat at least. But you want 2 comm towers. I know Olaf definitely wants 2 comm towers because then he'll be 120, 120, or 120, 100 on all of his units. So without a doubt, he definitely wants to acquire both of those comm towers eventually. Now, Truniht does have 2 tanks on the field at the moment. I do believe Husky will acquire a 2nd tank this turn. Yeah, there it is. Not really going for the tank chain, building tanks on either side at the moment, which is perfectly fine. The other thing about this map too is your bases are blocked off by these pipe seams, so they can't really effectively assist each other. You know, it's kind of just one base, or one base, one airport, one base, one airport on either side, right? So it's a fairly even fight on both sides. But if you do manage to bust open one of the pipe seams, you can heavily reinforce one side or the other. Now, it would be more worthwhile to bust open this pipe seam right here, and vice versa on the other side, because then you can get double units down here to your lab territory, and it would be just a little bit quicker. Now, if you do that, you do run the risk of, you know, sort of losing a lot of units up north, obviously, but you can catch people off guard. Oh, cool. So we have an artillery. So Truniht might be going for that pipe seam break. I mean, that's probably the only reason I could see him building an artillery this early. Artillery are obviously really good, but on this map, we might be busting open the pipe seam. I don't know, it could happen. We'll see. Oh, excuse me. A little bit of a hiccup. Okay. Both players have acquired their anti-air, and we are continuing along the general process of things here. Okay. Okay, we're not busting open the pipe seam with the artillery. The artillery is going straight to the front line, which is fine. I mean, honestly, Max hates indirects, 100%. I mean, Max go up, blast in artillery in a forest, shoots him. Max is having a bad time, folks. 100%. So, okay. Well, I thought that it was maybe thinking about busting open the pipe seam, but it's kind of a noob trap, to be completely honest. So, these guys are too high level to be falling for any noob traps like that. Alrighty. So, carrying on here, it looks like Husky is a little bit ahead. A little bit ahead on the properties at the moment. Not like overly ahead. I mean, Trunit's about to acquire this property here. Definitely probably going to acquire this property here, and threatening a camp on this property here. Ooh, Husky. That's a tricky situation. So Truniht is he's sort of calling a bluff right here. I mean, he's putting all of his units right forward, even though he sees these infantry in the tank. He's just kind of like, well, you know, if you got something, that's great, but I'm calling your bluff, and I'm pushing up, and I'm holding this position right here. And I mean, it's a strong position to hold because you have immediate reinforcement from the airport right here. So that position is looking pretty strong for the old Truniht. And it is Husky's turn now. So it's possible that maybe he might go for an I just noticed that no players have any recons. Wild. Wild stuff, folks. Alright, so Husky going for the cap. There is no vision on the capture at the moment, so it's pretty safe capture. I think that shouldn't really be too much of an issue. Moving the tank back and triple striking 3 infantry in the front line here, so not too shabby at all. And it is Trunit's turn now. So Husky made the first recon of the game. Very nice. You'll love to see it, folks. These freaky reekies just getting it on down here, folks. That's what it's all about. Gonna be getting out here, gonna be getting the vision, seeing what's going on. Beautiful. So how's Truniht gonna respond to this little attack here? Now, he's got a lot of options for attacking these infantry. I mean, full HP infantry and 4 HP should clear this infantry here. Then You do have potentially a clear with this guy and this guy. It might not work. It might be just 1 HP left over, but you got a pretty big attack over here. The real question is whether or not he's going to push in the battlecopters. So that's the real question. And whether or not he's going to interrupt this property here too. Because he knows that he has this much presence over here. So he can probably assume that Husky has an equal amount of presence over here too. So I think he's going to be weighing the options of whether or not it's worth it to go in for the attacks. He does take the... Oh yeah, he takes the engagements. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful engagements. 100% I would have probably done the same here. I'm a big fan of like foregoing captures to do damage. Like 100%. Like this engagement right here is beautiful because I mean obviously it sucks not getting a property. But in response, you take out 3 of your opponent's infantry at the cost of 1 property, and you have 3 infantry left over. Now, mind you, they are injured. They are at 4 HP each. But in Fog of War, every unit counts, folks. Every unit counts. Every unit counts in like every game mode, but Fog of War, those guys can be like super pesky and just get her done. This is an incredibly lucky roll. I'm surprised we got the clear. We have 1 comm tower, so not a guaranteed clear on that property, but there is a chance. There is always a chance with 1 comm tower to clear an infantry on a city, and we have done it. Now, what is Husky going to do to respond to that? We lost quite a few units that turn, so we had 25 down to 21. 4 units down. That is a rough one for sure. But as I say most of the time, folks, people got options, and when you got options, things happen. That's one option right there. We take out an infantry, we get spotted, send the tank forward to attack the infantry, and send the other tank forward to take out another infantry. Look at this. Boom. And I mean, it's Max too, right? So Max feels really confident in taking engagements like this because he's got such a massive firepower bonus that most of the time when people attack him, he ends up doing a significant amount of damage back to them and can actually sometimes just outright win the trade even when he's attacked first. So Max, he's a strong fella, folks. He's a strong fella. He's got strength. He's a big guy, big dude, big muscles. That's what it's all about. Okay, Truniht. Ooh, that was a feisty little attack. Husky actually pulls ahead on the unit count temporarily here, and is slightly ahead on value, but not really because I mean 21,000. Funds is going to be dumped right in here into the total value, so we'll see what happens. So we move back, we get vision with the mountain. Very nice. So we don't really see anything. Just because you don't see anything doesn't mean that something isn't there, or something is there. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be said. Okay. Wow. So we got an engagement here, folks. We got an engagement. Look at this. Tank moves in, attacks the anti-air. Artillery attacks tank. Battlecopter clears tank. And we are about to acquire that comm tower. We are sitting on the comm tower, ready to go, folks. And all these injured infantry just doing work, just finishing off clears, folks. Wonderful stuff. That's a lot of copters. See, I knew there was gonna be a copter heavy map, folks. Like, honestly, it's almost like, why even build tanks? Why even build tanks? Just build flipping copters and anti-air. That's all you need on this map. I mean, obviously build tanks. You gotta get the tanks on the field, folks. But, ooh, look at that damage. 90% right there. Easy 90%. That's an easy infantry clear as well, too. I don't know if he's going to use the infantry to clear. He might, but I mean, infantry to clear would probably be a better option than use the anti-air to clear, because the anti-air would be much more effective going back and getting like a heal right here. and then coming back with the max force like afterwards. Not really a huge fan of putting it in vision of the tank because you can still kind of see it, but it's not like overly bad or anything. Ooh, it's too much vision. It's too much vision. Too much vision for people that don't have recons. Oh my god, who needs recons? Holy moly, do you guys see that? Look at this. You look at this hero infantry. This guy, little legend. Just goes up and does 2 damage to a tank. Like, what the heck? Oh my god. What a Chad. What a legend. What a Sigma. That's power right there. That is pure power. Pure power. Alright, Truniht. We got hit pretty bad. Not gonna lie. That was a pretty good hit. Pretty good attack from the old Husky here. Trunit's got options. He's got some options. You know, he's got lots of battlecopters. He's got 3 battlecopters here. Whether or not you would want to rush in with 3 battlecopters, though, is... I probably wouldn't, like, overly suggest it. I would be building so much more anti-air, though. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but... I mean, it's such a copter-heavy map that it's just, like... Imagine if all these tanks were, like, anti-air at the moment, right? Or, like, maybe just, like, one more anti-air. Like, 1 anti-air here. Like, what if all these copters, like, rush in? Like, you would just, like, absolutely decimate the opponent. Moving these guys in, it would be absolutely terrible. Especially, like I was saying, if this was an anti-air, if this was another anti-air, it would be even more crazy to do it. But it's not. It's a tank, so, I mean, we don't have to worry about it too much. But a 6 HP anti-air from max with power, that's some risky stuff. Risky stuff, folks. Oh, and we're going in. We are going in. We're at least attacking one. Oh, we attack 2. We attack 2. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. Husky is going to come in with the biggest max blast of all time. He might not max blast. He might max force, but... Oh my god, this is gonna clear all these copters, like 100%. Yeah, we're going for it. We are going for the super. It's super time. Okay, let's do it. Let's see. What is Husky gonna do? We're gonna cap the comm tower. Yeah, easy clear. At this moment, any battlecopter engagement, even full health on full health for Husky is going to be a one-shot. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty... 90% damage! Holy moly! Jesus. That is some damage. That's for sure. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. That's a big one. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. And that's a little hit. But it's a nice hit. It's nice. It's easy. It's nice. It's cute. It's a cute little hit. Oh my god. I wonder if he remembers that there's an artillery here. Because I know that he definitely probably saw that he got hit by an artillery here. But I don't know. I don't know if he's going to remember. He probably remembered, and that's good. See, this is great. This is a wonderful position from Husky at the moment, too. So we just did a bunch of damage. Like, we took out so many copters. Like, a ridiculous amount of copters, folks. Like, this front has been decimated. Like, honestly. Pure destruction over here. And we actually put both of our tanks on cities to get heals, which is super wonderful. And up north, we're threatening a cap. Now, unfortunately, Winter Fury is queued up here. So this cap and this cap are not going to go through in one turn. Neither is the comm tower, unfortunately. So those are things that we are going to have to deal with fairly soon. But we did massive damage to this tank. We have actually scouted an anti-air. We don't really have much other information on what's going on here. But we made it so Truniht has to do a response. Otherwise, he's going to lose a bunch of properties. So I'm very curious to see how the Winter Fury is going to go down here. So unfortunately, our 106,000 value has been trimmed down to 83,000. 71,000. Doesn't get the clear. Look at these guys. 1 HP on each of them. Oh, they're doing good. They're doing good. They're feeling good. They're having a great time. So we clear some copters. So that's good. We interrupt the cap a little bit further up north. And then we move the artillery down. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's a pretty good position for the artillery, to be completely honest. Now, this artillery moving down here, I mean, he sees it, right? He sees it. But he also has just completely denied Husky from getting his copter here. So he's not going to be able to hit the copter with his own copter, which would have been a great trade. Yeah, it's completely, actually no, it's completely blocked because it's impossible to hit it. Because we cannot, like, we would have to reach right here, and if we do that, we block the tile that we attack from. If we clear the tank, we get hit by an artillery and whatever is in the shade. So that's a very good position, good spot. Good little spot to be. It probably would be a lot better for Truniht at the moment to actually just pull back with his tanks and just come back like next turn. But instead, he's going to go for it. He's going to go for at least one attack, which is going to result in an artillery hit. His tank could obviously go and hit this. I'm not sure how good that would be. I mean, we could attack from the forest, but then he could scout it, so I don't know. So we actually forego the cap over here as well to do more damage against the infantry here. We are going to acquire this cap and comm tower next turn, so that's pretty cool. Oh no, no, oh dear, that's unfortunate. Is this in range? No, it's not in range. Okay, but copter's in range. The tank's in range. We're going to lose a tank from that hit. Ooh, that's unfortunate. It took 2 infantry to take out this copter. Look at that. Shame. This guy right here. He's got the shame. That's a shameful infantry. Yeah, he tried. He tried his best though. I mean, we're not gonna fault him too hard for that. He definitely tried. So yeah, after Winter Fury, and all things considered, Truniht has once again leveled the playing field. So Max, even though we did such a big attack over there, unfortunately we lost a whole bunch of copters ourselves too, and now we're just kind of stuck back at square one or square zero or whatever you say. So yeah, what is Husky going to do now? He's got a copter hit, so we can do a copter hit. If we can scout this copter, we could get a double copter hit, which would be very nice. Could get a double copter hit, and then we could get like maybe, no, we couldn't get double tank hit because we would have to scout the copter in order to hit it. Let's see. So we acquired the copter. Good job, Husky. Good job. Cap that comm tower first. Get the award for the man who capped the comm tower. Beautiful. Truniht, you probably capped the comm tower first too, so good job. I just noticed it. So perfect. Perfect. Cap the comm tower before you do your engagements, folks. That's probably the number 4 priority in Advanced Wars by Web. Always cap your comm towers. Alright. We are going for the engagement against the battlecopter here. Pretty big hit. Pretty big hit. Oh, we scout the battlecopter and we go in. Ah, look at it. Look at him. Look at him go. He did it. His battlecopter is taken down to 1. And we do an engagement over here on the city, doing a 6-to-5 trade because it was a 9 HP tank that did the attack. But this is a 9 HP tank that has 140% firepower. So that is a strong boy. Strong lad. But unfortunately, these anti-airs are just doing work, and we ended up getting quite a few of our units cleared there. Or not anti-air, but artillery. The artillery are the ones that are doing work. The anti-air is just sitting back and waiting for a copter to show up. That's his job. That's his job. That's all he's got going for him. Yeah, pretty big hit. Pretty big hit. I'm not gonna lie. That was it's a doozy of a hit there. I mean, honestly, why would you not go for that hit, though? It looks so good going into it, but Truniht just had so many units over here. He's just reinforcing this side, like, so much. This is definitely what he would call his strong side. So, yeah, it's something. It's something. But Husky is ahead in properties. He's got 24 properties. And he's using a power. So let's see what he can accomplish with this power here. Taking out a copter. Looks like we will be able to take out another tank this turn as well. No, well, we won't take it fully out, but we decide to opt out and actually interrupt the capture of the property instead, which is probably a smarter move, to be honest. You know, you don't want your opponent to be getting your properties. When you're like 24 to 21, you definitely don't want your opponent to get those properties. You want to be pumping out more battle copters. That's what you want. That's what you want to be happening. All right, anti-air has made it to the front line, taking out a copter, and we have a 7-3 trade here from the copter. That's a dirty trade. It's a dirty max trade right there. Okay. Truniht being very conservative with these units as well, not really pushing them out too far. This guy's getting heals. This guy's just sitting here waiting for the moment. I wish Husky had an anti-air up here. If he had an anti-air up here, that'd be pretty solid. I would be very scared of like battlecopter reinforcement over here. But Truniht, as far as Husky knows, Truniht has been sinking the vast majority of his funds into the bottom portion of the map here. So, yeah. That's where the money is going, folks. Oh, and we clear the anti-air, and we move up, and we do 5 damage to the artillery. Very nice. Now, are we going to get a copter up north? Are we going to get an anti-air up north? Are we going to get something up north? A stinky, flippin' golf ball looking neo-tank. Blech! Blech! That's not an anti-air at all. Alright, so the neo-tank has been acquired just in time for Winter Fury. That is going to be a hefty amount of funds lost this turn for old Husky, but it does mean that we are going to have a neo-tank next turn that is going to be moving right here. So it's actually not going to lose any movement because it's traveling along roads and cities. So, I mean, neo-tank getting to the front lines over here might be pretty effective. But it depends on if these guys can hold out until then. I mean, all these copters are very injured. Anti-air cannot reach the front line this turn, though, so it might be okay. Ooh. 9 HP tank cleared the 6 HP tank, and we are tankless on the front lines, minus this guy. This guy is here, but we are about to lose our momentum here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get this guy if we can scout here, but the only way we can scout here is to use the infantry, use the battlecopters, and that's it. So, and we can't actually attack. Oh god, wait, hold on. We have power, but it's only +1 movement, so technically you would still only have 3 move, which is the unfortunate part. of only +1 movement when it comes to snow. You do need +2 movement in order to actually acquire an extra movement thing, you know? That's what we need. We need +2 movement in order to actually move a square farther when it's snowing. But the snow is gone now. And we are super close to a max blast. I think if there is just a little bit of battle damage this turn, 23,000 battle damage, something like that. Like, it is quite possible. But I mean, at this point, if we get hit for 23,000 battle damage in one turn, something is not good. That is for sure. Got a clear. So we do have a clear on this infantry here, and we do have an attack on this tank. So that's cool. We might see... Okay, so we're not gonna see a max force yet. Looks like we might be saving up for the max blast. Yeah, we're gonna be saving up for the max blast and pushing in with the Neo. That's definitely what the plan is here. Okay. Truniht. So many copters. Lord of the Flies over here, folks. He has got a lot of air units. And we have not seen a whole lot of anti-airs from Husky. Like, just imagine. Just imagine if we had a couple anti-airs over here on the field, folks. Oh my god. These guys would not know what to do. They'd have no chance. No chance at all. Just another copter. Another dirty copter. Another frosty boy over here. Beautiful. This is like just so many copters. Okay, I'm gonna check after the game is over and see just how many copters were made. Like in total here. It's probably pushing in like the 20s at this point. Okay. Hold the phone. Okay, we have an engagement here. So we did do an attack up here. We managed to take out the tank. We're attempting to flip a property here. Perfectly fine. Fine and justified. We're going in. We're not popping the co-power. Oh no. That's not good. This is not good. Oh no. No, Husky, this is so not good. This is gonna be so bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. Yeah, just look at him. Look at him just go in there. Oh my god. Yeah, so we sort of just dabbled half of our units in there. And he just completely capitalized on it. Took out like so many of our copters. Wait, hold on. We gotta go back. Okay. So we did have 4 copters. Okay. Yeah, well, that was pretty rough. Pretty rough. But we do have the super. Okay. So maybe with the super we might be able to level the playing field a little bit here, but we can only destroy 2 copters. That still leaves 3 copters and 2 artillery that have healed themselves up to 9. A fighter. Interesting. Alright, so we have been trapped. We have been trapped. I also don't think Truniht built a single recon. I could be wrong about that too. We'll check at the end, but... Oh, Neo right in the range of an artillery. That is super unfortunate. Super unfortunate. But we did manage to take out quite a few units there. So that was pretty good. I mean... Let's just take a look at this attack again. So the max blast turn. I mean, we don't really care about the north too much here. I mean, the north has just been sort of a little micro battle the entire game. The entire fight has been happening down south here. So what's the engagement? So we take 7 HP to destroy 3 HP. We do 6 to destroy the copter. Move copter in a one-shot copter. Use recon. Destroy the 1 HP copter. Build a fighter. Use the 5 HP to do 60% damage to this copter. And then we use the other copter. Oh wait, we use the tank to eliminate the anti-air. That is pretty big. That's pretty big. If he didn't have another anti-air, that would be massive. But I mean, it's not like Husky knows. He doesn't know that he has another anti-air. Until right now. Ah, my god, there he is. Jump scare after your attack. It was terrible jump scare. Terrible jump scare. Anti-air jump scare is not what you want to be seeing. Okay. Uses the Winter Fury. And just proceeds to basically mop the floor with that entire push. So unfortunately, that push is once again done. Husky is down to 60,000 value. I think, unless we can find a way to take out this anti, if we can take out this anti-air, this fighter will have a very good time destroying these copters over here, so that'll be nice. But Truniht is actually responding with anti-air every single time one of his anti-air get destroyed. So the moral of the story here, folks, is anti-air are good. You want to be building your anti-air. Okay. This Neo tank is quite possibly going to get double coptered. Okay, he gets single coptered, so he's not gone. But Truniht is actually starting to acquire some properties here. He has acquired one property that makes it an even game on day 24. Will Husky be able to fight back? We interrupt the cap. And we destroy the infantry. Cool. Very nice. The fighter moves in. Double anti-air. Oh god. Poor fighter. The fighter. The poor fighter, he tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Ugh, poor guy. Poor guy. Oh well, that was okay. You know what? I think probably at this point, it is very safe for Husky to just resign and call it a day. And just go home and have a nice cup of cocoa. And just be merry. Just be merry and have a good time. Congratulations to Husky. You played a fantastic game, though. You know what? Olaf is just a menace. And Olaf is like a massive counter to the old Maxi boy. So, all things considered, you played fantastic. Olaf is just a beast. And so is Truniht. I mean, Truniht is a fantastic player, and he played it super well. So Husky has generated one anti-air. Cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. 16 battlecopters from the old Husky here, which is very cool. He destroyed 16 battlecopters as well. So we created 16 battlecopters. We destroyed 16 battlecopters. Truniht created a grand total of 23 battlecopters this entire game and built 5 anti-air. No classy medium tanks were built the entire game, so I am very sad about that. But at least we got to see a stinking Neo tank get beaten up, and that's, you know, that's okay for me too. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. What a wild ride that was, and we learned a valuable lesson that we already knew, and that's that Olaf is pretty strong. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. I will see you all in the next one. Take care of yourselves, and bye-bye for now.